It's probably a week or two after Gutenberg released his first printing of the Bible that the book review was born and became the bane or blessing of every writer who has ever put pen to paper. I'm not sure how many stars Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John got, but I'll bet there are a few reviewers out there that said their newest testament was a bit slow in parts, lacked character development, needed more action scene, and was way too big to ever be a good summer beach book. In today's world of downloads and ebooks, the review hasn't changed, but the reviewer has. Since almost no one under the age of 50 reads newspapers anymore, and circulation figures have plunged lower than a fracked oil well, on-staff book reviewers are now as scarce as subtlety in a James Patterson thriller. There used to be hundreds of books reviewed each week, but now there are a few as far between as liberals at a Tea Party rally. In place of yesteryear's newspaper reviewer, we now have the anonymous Amazon reader who just can't wait to express his or her opinion, gush appreciation, tip off a potential reader, or rip into an author like a lion into an antelope. As Shakespeare once wrote, anyone who can write a letter. Now, anyone who can read can write a review. This is my first book, The Case of the Not-So-Fair Trader, which is also the beginning of the Richard Sherlock Whodunit series. I'm proud to say the book has been reviewed close to 500 times on Amazon, 85% of which have garnered 4 or 5 stars. I thought I'd read you a few of the reviews and maybe convince you to download or pick up a copy of your own, but mostly to give you a few laughs. Here's one from an anonymous Amazon reader. Lots of fun to read. It made me laugh, and my wife will tell you that's hard to do. More Jim Stevens, more. For your information, the 6th Sherlock Whodunit will be out sometime this September. Here's another anonymous review. Well-told, fantastic story, but I may have herniated myself laughing. I can't wait to get to the next one as soon as I recover. Sir, I want you to laugh, but I don't want to be sued for abdominal obstructions. This is from a reader who refers to herself as Shabu82. I got some odd looks laughing out loud on the train. This was a rollicking good whodunit. Now, I could easily go on here touting my own work and patting myself on the back, but it will be a heck of a lot more fun reading the reviews from people who hated the Not-So-Fair Trader. Here's one from Grassroots Granny. This guy Sherlock is dumber than a box of rocks. The book got irritating really fast and veered upward to the stupidity belt at Mach speed. Avoid these Sherlock books like the plague. I'll bet Grassroots Granny is a real load of laughs at the family reunion every year. Here's another one. Cliched, hackneyed prose, idiotic characters, mind-numbing plot. If you wanted a new way to execute a prisoner, you could read this book to him. Well, if the death row guy liked the book, he'd at least go to his grave with a smile on his face. Here's one that kind of baffles me. One of the worst books I've read in a long time, and still horrible after the reread. You kind of have to wonder why she'd go back for a second helping after almost choking on the first. As I said before, anyone who can read can write a review. Here's an interesting one. I could not get through the first few pages. It seemed to be written by an amateur. The reviewer spelled amateur A-M-E-T-E-U-R. Maybe I'm vindicated on this one. But of all the bad ones, this is my favorite. The Case of the Not-So-Fair Trader is a good bathroom book. You know, the kind you read while you're sitting on the pot. It's easier to pick up than put down without any remorse. I really wonder where this guy was and what he was doing when he wrote his review. If you're going to be a writer, it's good to have a good thick skin and a good sense of humor. I've been doing this for a while and I have both. Thank you very much for stopping by, and until I talk to you again, please keep reading, watching, and reviewing.